I'm Caroline Waight, and I'm reading an extract from The Most Beautiful Version by Ruth-Maria Thomas, originally in German. This is a book about intimate partner violence, and it charts this relationship from the main character's perspective. Her name is Jella. From the moment when she first meets her boyfriend through to the violence itself and the aftermath. And the scene I'm going to read is from near the beginning of the book, and this is where Jella goes to the police station to report her boyfriend. A man with grizzled hair and a weary look steps out into the corridor. A summons like a sigh. Jella Novak? I don't move. The man looks directly at me, and this time he raises his voice. Jella Novak, domestic violence. Did you want to make a report? I feel hot. My stomach clenches. My throat is sitting just above my stomach, and it's burning. My body is nothing but stomach and throat. Two dots that burn, that sting, that pull, that have pulled me here to this police station. I owe it to this body, to these dots, to let them do it, to let myself be pulled. To step up now, to step up where he stepped in, struck, squeezed. The dignity of my stomach, the dignity of my throat, the dignity of my body, my whole self, the way he slammed his fist into my belly, the belly that contains my ovaries, the belly he had so often stroked to ease my period cramps, kissing it sometimes, playful, saying, sooner or later all my sons and daughters will be in you, punching in a rage, smack, a fist. As simple as that. Stupid whore. And hands around my throat, around my breath which draws the air into my lungs, which keeps me alive. That was where he put his hands, and squeezed. I inhale too quickly, so quickly that my fingers hum and the ground bends and lifts. Now I am nothing but belly and throat. Domestic violence. Jella Novak. I look into his face, the officer. I try to stand. My legs get tangled and I lurch towards him, tripping over my bag. He turns around, his back to me now, and I can see the edges of his sweat stains on his light blue shirt. I follow in his wake until he's sitting in his chair behind his desk, skimming the wooden surface with his hands, mumbling something about forgotten coffee, getting back to his feet, leaving the room. I am left alone inside his office. Here, too, the room is garish with fluorescent tubes. The desk is covered in miniature objects. A tiny chimney sweep glued to a 1-cent coin. Marzipan pigs in clear plastic wrappers. Picture frames turned to face away from me. They must be of his little family. What else would you frame and put in an office? Pictures of his dog, maybe. This place reminds me of all the other places I remember for their dreariness. The school sports hall on a Friday afternoon, the reek of sweaty, perfumed teenage bodies, and 2 more miserable hours of leapfrog or skipping ropes to go before the weekend. The classroom first thing in winter, 7:30, dark out, cold, my head still sleeping. The policeman returns and sits down on his swivel chair, takes a sip of coffee, exhales loudly, sets down his mug. His eyes meet mine. He looks tired, as though he slept too little and too poorly, worked too much and too long. I don't know what to say, so I say nothing.